Today is garden planting day. So my son has been helping us to get these plants to where they are right now, which is fantastic. And so we grew them from seed and we did non-GMO seeds, and I'm super excited about that. And then we've got every kind of thing. We've got red peppers, tomatoes, eggplant, all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna get this in the garden today. We've got some pomegranate, a tree over there, which is really exciting. I can already see the fruit coming out from the flower, and a plum tree. We've got our pear trees. We've got all kinds of apple trees. We've got figs that will be coming up here, and we're getting our tomato plants done now, and we'll be putting the cages around the tomatoes so that they'll have something to grow up into. And then we're gonna plant things in between that, probably some of the peppers and nightshades and all. Welcome aboard.
Backyard gardening has enriched both my life and my family's in countless ways. While it requires effort, I never regret the time invested in helping our garden thrive. There is a deep sense of reward in growing fresh, nourishing food together and enjoying the process. Along the way, I've come to value the physical benefits as an added bonus. Starting seeds in the winter is an act of faith. It may not feel like the right time, but it is exactly when a productive garden begins. While winter is my favorite season, one of the greatest joys of summer is the garden and everything it produces. To get started with backyard gardening, the basics that you need are sunlight, rich topsoil, a hose or other watering source, and a few essential gardening tools like a shovel, trowel, and hoe. Depending on your climate zone and how much sun your yard gets, you can easily grow a wide variety of vegetables. However, you'll need to be forearmed with knowledge. Just as the plum tree blooms before the oak, each vegetable and herb has its own timing and requirements. Like many of you, I do not have time to manage a long list of planting dates. Instead, I have found great success by setting aside just a few key days to plant. Let me show you how I do it. About 6 weeks before your last frost date, start by planting your nightshades, tomatoes, peppers, and eggplant in flats or containers. It is also the perfect time to test and prepare your garden soil. About 2 weeks before your last frost date, transfer your seedlings into larger containers. At this stage, you can also begin sowing carrots and additional thyme directly into the garden. If your soil is workable, meaning it crumbles easily in your hand, go ahead and amend it to improve its quality. 2 weeks after the last frost date, it is time to move your container plants into the garden. You can also begin sowing crops like cucumbers, squash, pumpkin, watermelon, melons, corn, beans, and peas directly into the soil, along with herbs like cilantro, dill, oregano, and borage. These particular plants are best sown directly in the ground because they do not transplant well. Feel free to plant additional rounds of anything you started earlier, especially tomatoes, for a later harvest. For best results, the soil temperature should be consistently around 70 degrees for proper germination. Before planting, I always check the forecast to make sure the upcoming days will be warm. Remember, last frost dates are only averages, and unexpected cold snaps can still happen. If temperatures are still low, it is perfectly fine to wait another week. About 4 weeks after the last frost date, go ahead and sow your okra. This is also a good time to plant another round of squash, cucumbers, and beans since these crops tend to peak quickly. To simplify things, I like to follow a basic planting calendar. For example, in Zone 8, with an average last frost date around March 15th. Around February 1st, I start herbs and nightshades indoors. By March 1st, I sow carrots and thyme directly in the ground, and around April 1st, I plant warm season crops like cucumbers, beans, melons, squash, and corn in the garden. And that is really all it takes, just a few key planting days to set your entire garden in motion. Of course, you will spend many more days tending the garden, pulling weeds, managing pests, and working in the summer heat, but it is all worth it, especially when you pick that first ripe tomato and make your very first tomato sandwich of the season. Gardening is more than just a hobby. It is a simple, powerful way to care for your body, your mind, and your home all at the same time. I grow a big garden to feed our large family. However, you don't need a lot of land to start a vegetable or herb garden. You don't even need in-ground beds. A new gardener can start small with just a few planters or a cucumber trellis. Enjoy those first herbs, tomatoes, and peppers, and then get more ambitious next year. Here are 5 essential steps to starting a successful vegetable garden. First, soil preparation. Healthy soil is the foundation of a thriving garden. Testing your soil each year helps you understand its nutrient levels and pH so you can make the right adjustments for optimal growth. Second, seed preparation. You can grow your vegetables from seed or start with seedlings from a local garden center. The key is to choose varieties that grow well in your area. This one decision can make all the difference in your garden's success. If you can, connect with other local gardeners for guidance. Third, fertilization. Plants need proper nutrients to grow, bloom, and produce. Whether you choose organic options or not, feeding your plants is essential. Different plants require different nutrients. For example, crushed eggshells can be beneficial for crops like tomatoes and peppers that prefer higher pH levels. Fourth, pest control. Pests can quickly damage your garden, sometimes overnight. Finding the right solution often takes a bit of trial and error, but staying consistent and observant is key to protecting your plants. And fifth, harvesting, pruning, and composting. These steps go hand in hand. Harvesting at the right time ensures the best flavor and yield. Pruning helps keep plants healthy and productive, and composting allows you to recycle plant material back into the soil, improving your garden for the seasons ahead. With these 5 steps, you can build a garden that is not only productive, but also sustainable and rewarding. Gardening is about so much more than what you grow. It's about the time spent together, the lessons learned along the way, and the simple joy of creating something with your own hands. Every season brings something new, and every harvest reminds you that the effort was worth it. At the end of the day, a garden gives back far more than it requires. It teaches patience, rewards consistency, and fills your table with something truly meaningful. Once you experience that first harvest, you'll understand why it's all worth it. Subscribe and follow along for all my garden updates.